What's going on, guys? My name is Christian Perez, and I'm the owner of Headlines Barbershop. And collectively, with my business partners, we have 6 locations. I reached out to Steven, the Salon Guy, because I wanted to do this collaboration, because I feel like there's a lot that the salon industry can learn from the barber industry, and vice versa. I myself implement a lot of Steven's techniques in my daily routine. And so that you don't have to turn away that men's haircut or that fade that you might feel intimidated by, I put out this video for you guys. Today we're going to be doing a bald fade with a number 4 on top. And with that being said, let's get started.
Okay guys, so like I said, this is a men's haircut. It's going to be a bald fade or a zero fade with a number 4 on top. This client comes on a weekly basis, so we're not doing anything with the top here. I'm just showing you the fade on the bottom. We're going to start off with our Andis MVPs with a 000 blade, and we're going to create our first guideline to do this bald fade. Like I said, this is a very simple haircut once you get your steps down and a technique down. It's something you guys definitely don't want to turn away. I mean, this client comes on a weekly basis, and every week he gives me $25, $30. Now we're using the Andis Masters with the lever all the way open. And as you can see, the Masters has notches on the side of it. So when you hear me say notch by notch, that's what I'm referencing, is those notches on the side of it. So we're going to start with the lever open, and we're going to create our second guideline. You want to make sure you do this about 1/4 of an inch, almost ½ an inch up, and you want to give yourself enough space to blend. A lot of people, the mistake they make when they're new at fading hair or barbering, they don't leave themselves enough space. They're afraid to raise that section of the haircut. You want to make sure that you raise it enough so you have enough space so that the fade doesn't look crimped. So you have more, more space to work with, in other words. So what you're going to do is you're going to start closing the lever notch by notch, and as you close that lever on the machine, you're going to raise the machine less and less, working your way down to that 0. Here I'm using the Andis magnetic number 2 guard on the Andis Masters with the lever open, which is the equivalent to a 2.5. And we're going to start fading from the bottom, or from the top down. Here we're using the Andis magnetic number 1 guard with the lever all the way open, which is the equivalent to a 1.5. And we're going to work right into that number 2. We're going to start closing the lever notch by notch until we work it all the way closed, which would be the number 1. Here we're using the Andis magnetic 0 guard with the lever all the way open. That's going to blend right into that number 1 that we just established. We're going to close the lever notch by notch, working our way down. And as we work our way down, you can see I use more of the corners of my clipper, or the corners of the blade, working it all the way close, and that'll blend right into that half. Of course, if the steps don't work perfectly, everybody's hair is different, every texture of hair is different. As you can see there, I was using my Andis Masters with the lever open, and I was just doing some touch-up work. Here we're going to repeat the same process. We're going to start with the number 2, lever all the way open, start using the number 1, and work our way down to that 0 blade. And the half, or not the half, but the Andis Masters with the lever open, no guard, we'll work our way all the way down to that. Like I said in the intro too, I believe there's a lot that the salon industry can learn from the barbering industry, and vice versa. I've learned so much from Steven's videos and implemented it in my daily routine and to my customers, and kind of stepped out of the box with stuff that I wasn't comfortable with. Styling techniques and blow drying, etc. So I hope this opens the door for you guys. Whoever's intimidated or feels like they can't do a bald fade. Again, this customer comes on a weekly basis, every week, like clockwork. Here I'm using the Andis MVP with the 5/0 blade, and this is what I'm going to use to bald out the customer. I believe that a lot of techniques that are used in salons are starting to be used in barbershops, and vice versa. A lot of these gentlemen that are coming into barbershops now as well are wanting these pompadours and these undercuts, and they want them styled. So definitely a lot that we can learn from each other. You want to make sure you stretch the skin tight so that the clipper doesn't pull. You want to lay the clipper flat on the customer's skin or his scalp. You don't want to angle it with this blade. This blade it's a 5-0 blade, so it can pull. You want to be careful. And as you can see, every stroke I'm brushing. Always brush. Here I'm using the Andis foil shaver, and this is where I'm balding the customer out at the very bottom. As you can see, I'm using the shaver in a lot of different angles. You want to make sure you're cutting against the grain, so you want to follow the hair pattern. So that's why I'm using it in a lot of different angles. Now if you dig too hard with that shaver, you want to go back and use your Andis T outliners or an edger of sort. You can use it this way. You can also reverse it the way I'm using it right here. You just want to be careful you don't want to press too hard, and that'll help you erase that line that you create with the shaver. So here I'm shaping up the customer, just keeping it nice and natural. You don't want anything extreme. Just kind of cleaning it up. Yep, haircuts can be relaxing. Therapeutic, as they say. So again, I want to thank you guys for your time. I want to thank you for watching the video. Make sure you smash that like button, subscribe, share these videos. I drop a video once a week,